Welcome students. This is the second part of the closed circuit PN junction diode. Here you will study about the current voltage relationship, the diode current equation, and I will also show you what is the saturation current. After this I will tell you the important concepts and frequently asked questions from the topic. So please watch the video completely and thoroughly, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more contents. So let's start with the topic. So students, as you have seen in the PN junction diode, that the holes are the majority carriers of the P material and electrons are the majority carrier of the N material. So in a PN junction diode, when a voltage is applied, the VF, in such a way that it makes the diode forward biased, means the positive terminal is connected to P side and negative terminal is connected to the N side. This will make more holes to penetrate into the N region, and similarly the electrons will move from N to P side, and this movement of the carriers constitute a current, the diffusion current. There are some minority carriers also, and they will move and they constitute the current, the drift current. So the current in the external circuit is given by ID minus of IS. This is about the forward bias PN junction diode. So students, to study the current voltage relationship, I will take the case of forward biasing. First, we will study the minority carrier distribution in forward biasing. Holes that move from P side to N side will become minority carriers of N side. Similarly, the electrons will become minority carriers of the P side. That's why minority carrier distribution. Students, as you know that there are some minority carriers in N material at the equilibrium. So this is denoted by Pn naught. So when holes diffuse into the N side, and here you can see that the concentration of the minority carriers are highest at this point. It is given by Pn xn. So it increases the overall count of the minority carriers. What is the extra count of the minority carriers? This is the extra count, which can be called as excess concentration of the minorities, and Pnx, this is denoting the minority carriers at point X. Similarly, at the N side you can see all the points. So minus XP, this is the edge of the depletion region towards the P side. Why this exponential decay? Because of the recombination process, some of the holes will get recombined with the electrons of the N side, and that's why they will decay exponentially, and it also depends on the diffusion length, that is LP. Smaller the diffusion length, the faster the holes will recombine with the electrons. Now next, let's derive the expression, the current and voltage relationship. Our analysis will start from the point that the lowered barrier voltage in forward biasing favors the holes movement from P to N. So at the edge of the depletion region, the concentration of the holes is given by equation 1, where Pn naught is the concentration of the holes at equilibrium in N side. So what is the excess concentration? It is given by equation 2, because this much is already existing in the N side, and this excess concentration will decay exponentially due to the recombination process. So at point X, the excess concentration is given by excess concentration multiplied by exponential minus x minus of xn upon LP, because this decay in the count of holes will depend on the diffusion length. So now let's see what will be the total hole concentration at the point X. So it is given by the equation 3. You can see Pn naught, it is already existing minority carrier at equilibrium, and this is the excess concentration which decays exponentially. So putting the value of the excess concentration from equation 2, we have, this is the equation 4. So after getting the whole concentration at N side, now we can find the whole diffusion current density by using this equation 4 and putting value in the equation 5. So Jpx will be Q, dP is the diffusion constant and LP is the diffusion length, multiplied by Pn naught exponential V upon Vt, where Vt is the thermal volt equivalent and V is the applied forward bias voltage, x minus xn upon LP. So this will be equation 6. While this diffusion current density of holes is maximum at the point xn, which is the edge of the depletion region at the n side. So putting the value x equals to xn, the Jpx is, so this is equation 7. Similarly, for the electrons, the diffusion current density is given by equation 8. Now we have the diffusion current density of holes and electrons. So we will put the value in this formula, equation 9. Current is equals to AQ dP upon LP Pn naught plus Dn upon Ln Np naught, product exponential V upon Vt minus of 1. This will be equation 10. Now using the mass action law to substitute the value of the minority carriers, so current will be AQ Ni square and dP upon LP into Nd, the donor concentration, Dn upon Ln Na, the acceptor concentration, and the product of exponential V upon Vt minus of 1. So this is equation 11, where we can write this, the I is the saturation current. So the diode current equation is given by this equation 12. So from this it is obvious that the diode current is proportional to the applied voltage. So in case of the reverse biasing, you have to just take the negative V and rest part is same. So in case of the forward biasing, the exponential factor is very greater than 1. So we can simply write it as, it is almost equals to Is product exponential V upon Vt. It means that the diode current will increase exponentially in forward biasing, while in case of reverse biasing, when we take the negative V, so this factor will become very less than 1. So the diode current is nearly equals to minus of Is, where Is is the reverse saturation current. So the diode characteristic is this. Here you can see that at positive V, the current is increasing exponentially. So it is in milliampere, while in the reverse biasing, this current is very small and it is in microampere range. So the reverse saturation current is very important factor. Here you can see that this saturation current depends directly on the area of the junction and the intrinsic carrier concentration, so the temperature, the diffusion length, and the acceptor and donor concentration also. So this is the Is, this is the saturation current. Its value ranges from some 10 to power minus 18 to 10 to power minus 16 ampere. It is very small up to some negative voltage. You will later on see in my videos that this saturation current may also increase in the range of milliampere or ampere in certain situations. Now let's recall all the important concepts of the topic. So the first one is the diffusion current density at the edge of the depletion region is given by this equation. Here you can see the diffusion current density is depending on the potential you have applied in the PN junction diode. And the next is the diode current equation is this. Here in the forward biasing, when V is positive, the current is equals to the product of reverse saturation current and exponential V upon Vt. So it is very high and it will increase exponentially, while in case of the reverse biasing, when this voltage is negative, the current is almost negative of the saturation current, and that's why it is very small. And the next point is The saturation current is directly depending on the cross-sectional area of the junction and the temperature, and also on the concentration of the acceptor and donor atoms. Now let's see some frequently asked questions from the topic. So the first one is, calculate IS, the saturation current and the total current for the voltage 700 millivolt for a PN junction for which the concentration of acceptor and donor is this, and the cross-sectional area of the junction is 200 micrometer square. So you have to convert this into centimeter square, and the intrinsic carrier concentration is this. The diffusion length is given. The diffusion constant is also given. You have all the values you need to put in the equations of the total current and the saturation current. The next one is, what is the diode equation? Name all the factors which can affect current conduction in forward bias diode and how. And the last one is, draw the current voltage characteristic of a PN junction diode and explain it. I hope you like this video, so please subscribe the channel for more contents and share it. If you have any queries regarding analog electronic circuit, digital electronics, microprocessors, microcontrollers, VLSI design, you can write me in the comment section or you can mail me. My mail ID is given in the description of the video. Thank you so much and have a nice day.